All right, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. What you're seeing on the screen right now is a quote from one of the wise men of Edom by the name of Gore Vidal. He was an American writer. He was also considered an intellectual. He was involved in a lot of politics and different things, but you can Google him to see exactly who he is. But I was going through some quotes of these so-called great men out of Edom, which is the so-called white man. And this quote right here jumped out at me because when I read it, a scripture, Revelation 20, jumped right out in my mind when I read it. And it let me know, which we already knew, that these devils really know the truth and know who they really are. They know that they're the Edomites and they know that they're the devil. So I'm going to bring out this quote. This is Gore Vidal. And he said, when the white race broke out of Europe 500 years ago, when they broke out of Europe, it did many astounding things all over the globe. Inspired by a raging sky god, the whites were able to pretend that their conquests were in order to bring the one God to everyone, particularly those with older and subtler religions. Yeah, now, you know, they always use that lie. They wanted to practice religion freely and all this and that, but it was all a lie. But that's not the part that jumped out at me. It was the breaking out of Europe part. Now, when I read that, Revelation 20 jumped right out at me, and I'm going to bring that out. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season. Now it says the angel cast that devil, which is Satan, into the bottomless pit, that he shouldn't deceive the nations no more until that 1,000 years was up. That bottomless pit is Europe. And that devil, Satan, is the white man. They were confined to Europe during that time and couldn't escape because they were under subjection to the darker nations during that period. But after their 1,000 years were up, they were loosed for a little season, like he said at the beginning of this quote. When they broke out of Europe, they broke out to deceive the nations again. And I'm going to jump on down to verse 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So that's the ultimate fate for these devils. Once they were loosed out of the pit, they deceived the nations again for a little while, which is still going on now. But the ultimate fate is to go into slavery and then ultimate destruction. But yeah, man, when I read that quote, it just jumped right out at me. It lets you know that these devils know what's going on. And I'm going to jump up in this Revelation 20 and 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them to battle, the number of whom is of the sand of the sea. So after that 1,000 years were up, they were loosed out of their prison, like he said in his quote. They broke out of Europe to go out and to deceive the nations again. So these devils know who they are. It's time for Jake to wake up and see. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.